This conference will now be recorded.
Hello students. Now we're doing the second chapter quick review and previous year question, and also we are reviewing. So here in the second chapter you have to learn about five kingdom classification, and in those five kingdoms, um, kingdom Monera, Protista and fungi. These are the major kingdoms you are learning in this chapter, and some other important points like viruses, viroids and lichens also you are learning. So we have already completed few questions. Here, the question number 62. In the five kingdom classification, Chlamydomonas and Chlorella, they have been included in. Here they have given four options. Protista, then option B, algae, option C, plantae, option D, monera. So we know that Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, all these are included in kingdom Protista, and they are unicellular, right? Chlamydomonas, we have, while learning about kingdom Protista, we have learned that Chlamydomonas and which one? Chlorella. These are included in kingdom Protista, right? Why they have included? Because as they are unicellular, their nature is unicellular, right? Unicellular cellular nature. Then they are eukaryotic organism. And in five kingdom classification system that has brought together Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, and Amoeba in kingdom Protista. Okay, so that's how the five kingdom classification has set. So here Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, all these are included in kingdom Protista, and you know they are eukaryotic organism and they are unicellular organism. And this system of five kingdom classification brought together this Chlorella, Chlamydomonas, amoeba, all this in the kingdom Protista. Okay, so here which answer you will select in question number 62? Chlamydomonas and Chlorella, that is belonging to kingdom Protista. And next question, which one of the following organism is not an example of eukaryotic cell? Which is not the example for eukaryotic cell? First option is Paramecium cordum, and option B, E. coli, option C, Euglena viridis, and option D, Amoeba Proteus, right? So here E. coli is not an example. In question number 63 you can see E. coli, that is not an example for eukaryotic cell, right? E. coli is an example for, this is an example for prokaryotic gram negative bacterium, right? Prokaryotic, and it is a gram negative bacterium which is found in the gut of humans. Commonly it is found in the gut of humans, right? So from here we got 3 points. E. coli, that is a prokaryotic cell, and it is gram negative and it's commonly found in the gut of humans, right? And question number, so here which one you will select? Option B is the right answer. Escherichia coli, that is the short form. In short form we'll call that as E. coli. Next question number 64. Single-celled eukaryotes are included in single-celled eukaryotes. They are eukaryotes but single cell. They are included in Option A, Protista. Option B, fungi. Option C, archaea. And option D, Monera. In which one? Here, single-celled eukaryotes are included in Protista because they are unicellular. Right? Question number 64. Single-celled eukaryotes are included in kingdom Protista. So here option A is Protista. That is the right answer. Why? The reason also we need to know. Eukaryotes, they are included in Protista. Single-celled eukaryotes, I'm saying, they are included in Protista because they are unicellular. Unicellular. And also they included colonial eukaryotes except green and red algae. Except green and red algae, they also included colonial eukaryotes. Okay. Next question, question number 65. Question number 65. Here we can see Physarum. Sorry, question is which one of the following is a slim mold? Okay, here options are Physarum and Theobacillus. Option C, Anabina. Option D, Rhizopus. So in this one, which is Physarum? Sorry, which is the slim mold? Here the answer is Physarum polycephalum. This is the complete name, Physarum, right? The full name is Physarum polycephalum, and this is called as, or this is referred as, many-headed slime. Okay, this is also called as many-headed slime. Which one? Physarum polycephalum. This is called as many-headed slime, and that is a slime mold. Where this will be present? This will be present in cool and moist areas like decaying leaves and decaying logs and all. Right. So in that condition, it will be present. So correct answer is option A, Physarum. Question number 66. The thalloid body of a slime mold. Thalloid body of a slime mold is known as. So all these are direct questions. The thalloid body of a slime mold is known as option A, Plasmodium. Option B, fruiting body. Option C, mycelium. And option D, Protonema. Thalloid body, the thallus-like structure of a slime mold, that is called as Plasmodium. Right? Answer is Plasmodium. So here, the members of myxomycetes, they are called as slime molds because they contain and they are secreting slime. That's why they are included in that. Okay, and they are the fungus-like protist. Okay, so here answer A, Plasmodium, that is the right answer. Next, go to question number 67. What is common about Trypanosoma, Noctiluca, and Monocystis? Trypanosoma, Noctiluca, Monocystis, and Giardia. Okay, so what is the common factor about all these things? First one is these are unicellular protists. Option B, they have flagella. Option C, they produce spores. Option D, these are parasites. Okay, so here trypanosoma, which are they? Trypanosoma, Noctiluca, Monocystis, and Giardia. All these are unicellular protists. Okay, so they are belonging to Protista. So all these are unicellular protists. That means they are all are single celled and they have well defined nucleus. Single cell plus well defined nucleus. Okay, they are single celled and they have a well defined nucleus. Then next question, question number 68. Oxospores and homocysts, they are formed respectively by, first option, several diatoms and a few cyanobacteria. Option B, several cyanobacteria and several diatoms. Option C, some diatoms and several cyanobacteria. Option D, some cyanobacteria and many diatoms. So which is the right answer in this? Which is the right answer? Oxospores and homocysts. These are formed by several diatoms, formed by several diatoms and few cyanobacteria plus few cyanobacteria. So cyanobacterial portion is less and diatom, that several diatoms and few cyanobacteria. Okay. See, oxospores. These oxospores typically we can say they are playing a role in the growth process. Then sexual reproduction. And even they're used to survive under unfavorable conditions. So homocysts are thick-walled homogenes and they are produced in somewhat drier condition they are produced. Okay, so these are the common some few points which you need to remember. So about oxospore and homocysts, here the question is they are formed by several diatoms and few cyanobacteria. Option A is the right answer. Clear? So now go to question number 69. Which of the following unicellular organism has a macronucleus for trophic function and one or more micronuclei for reproduction? Here options are Euglena, amoeba, paramecium, and trypanosoma. So which of the following unicellular organism has a macronucleus for trophic functions and one or more micronuclei for reproduction? Here option C, paramecium is the right answer. Option C is the right answer, paramecium. Here, paramecium, we know that it is a heterokaryotic. Heterokaryotic means different types of carrion means nucleus. So heterokaryon means different type of nucleus it is having, right? So it is a heterokaryotic organism and it has two nuclei near the cytosome, right? It is having two nuclei near cytosome. Sorry. Hope you got that oral shaped opening which is called as mouth. So near to that, uh, it has two nuclei, right? So the macronucleus, that is that divides in the amitotic way and that controls the vegetative characters, right? Macronucleus. Then the micronucleus, that is a very small one and it's very compact one, which is the reproductive nucleus, and that divides mitotically and controls the reproduction. Macronucleus is there, micronucleus is there. So my macronucleus, that is undergoing for amitotic division and that is controlling all the vegetative characters. Then the micronucleus, which is very small one, very conspicuous one, and that divides mitotically, that is undergoing mitotic division and that controls the reproduction. Right? So which is the right answer here? Answer is C, paramecium. That is a unicellular organism which is having a macronucleus and micronucleus. Okay. So option C, paramecium is the right answer. Next question is, in which of the following, question number 70, in which of the following animal dimorphic nucleus is found? Dimorphic nucleus, just now we said Here, amoeba, proteus, trypanosoma, gambians, plasmodium vivax, and paramecium chordatum. Just now we said dimorphic nucleus is found in paramecium because it is having two types of nucleus, and one is the larger one, macronucleus, which is involved in the vegetative activities, and the smaller one, micronucleus, which is involved in the reproductive activities. Okay, so question number 70, following animals dimorphic nucleus is found in option D, paramecium chordatum. That is the right answer, right? So from here, these points we have answered two questions, right? Question number 71, macro and micronucleus are the characteristic features of, again, which one? Paramecium and Vorticella, Opalina and Nyctothrace, and Hydra and Balantridium, then Vorticella and Nyctothyrus. Okay, so these are the four options you have got. So from this, which one you will select? Just now we got an idea like paramecium is having two types of nucleus, or a heterokaryotic nature it is having, right? So paramecium and Vorticella, that is having dimorphic nucleus. See, by chance, if you don't know this answer, but here you have one, right? You can guess. So paramecium and Vorticella have dimorphic nuclei or heterokaryotic nucleus, one micronucleus and one macronucleus. This micronucleus, that is inactive except during the cell division, and that houses the master copy of genome, or that is having the master copy of genome. Which one? Micronucleus, because it is helping for the reproductive purpose and all. So macronucleus is controlling the daily synthetic activities or the vegetative activities and the metabolic functions, which is called, and all the asexual works, like that is controlling the cell and the asexual reproduction. So macronucleus contain multiple copies of DNA. Which one? Macronucleus. But micronucleus, that is related with the reproduction, sexual reproduction. Sorry, micronucleus is, it is having the we cannot say the sexual reproduction. Micronucleus is containing the master copy of the genome. That means all the characters, the exact genome, that is in the micronucleus, which is related to the reproduction. Okay, so here, which is the answer? Answer A. That's the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Next, question number 72. When a freshwater protozoan possessing a contractile vacuole is placed in a glass containing marine water, the vacuole will, options, increase in number, option B, disappear, increase in size, decrease in size. Which is the right option? See, question number 72. Here, freshwater protozoans, that is living in which condition? Here we need to apply two things. First point, that is a freshwater protozoa, right? And freshwater protozoan means in which condition it will be living. Freshwater means salt concentration will be less. So it will be hypotonic, right? Hypotonic. So for regulating, for the regulation of the excess of water which comes in the protoplasm through the process of endosmosis, contractile vacuoles have developed, right? In freshwater protozoans, when these vacuoles, or when these protozoans are placed in marine water, what will happen? Marine water means what is the condition? Hypertonic, right? Salt concentration will be more, hypertonic water, and the contractile vacuole will disappear. Then what will happen? Contractile vacuole will disappear because the process of endosmosis does not occur, right? Endosmosis will not happen there because water does not come in the protoplasm. It will not come to the protoplasm. Water will not come to the protoplasm. So their contractile vacuoles doesn't have any function. So that will disappear. Okay. So here what you need to apply, the two concepts you need to think. One is fresh water, one is marine water. So what is the function of contractile vacuole? That is regulating the excess of water which is coming in the protoplasm through the endosmosis. Right. When it is placed in marine water, what will happen? Their water is hypertonic and contractile vacuoles doesn't have any function there. So they'll disappear because endosmosis does not occur. There is no chance of endosmosis and contractile vacuole will disappear. So question number 72 here, right option is option B, contractile vacuole will disappear. So first you should know what is hypertonic solution or what is the condition of marine water, whether it is hypotonic or hypertonic, and once it is placed, what is the function of contractile vacuole. So everything you should combine all these ideas and apply. Then question number 73, the chief advantage of encystment to an amoeba is, first option, the chance to get rid of accumulated waste products. Option B, ability to survive during adverse physical condition. Option C, the ability to live for some time without ingesting food. Option D, protection from parasite and predators. Okay, so question number 73 here, the four among the four options, option B, option B is the right one. See, encystment of amoeba occurs regularly to tide over unfavorable condition, right? So during unfavorable condition or during adverse condition like a drought or extreme temperature, so during that this encystment of amoeba is taking place. This is to cover the adverse conditions. Okay, it's to overcome the adverse conditions like temperature, extreme temperature or drought and all. So during this condition, the amoeba forms a covering, that forms a covering, or we can call as cyst or cyst wall around itself. So this is an adaptation to survive during adverse condition. Okay, so here option B is the right answer, the ability to survive during adverse physical condition. Clear? Next question number 74. Question number 74. In protozoa like amoeba and paramecium, an organelle is found for osmoregulation, which is option A, contractile vacuole, option B, mitochondria, option C, nucleus, and option D, food vacuole. Okay, so here option A, contractile vacuole is the right answer. Right answer is contractile vacuole. So unicellular organism like amoeba, paramecium, all these have the contractile vacuole for osmoregulation. This contractile vacuole is for osmoregulation and that regulates the quantity of water which is coming inside the cell. Right. Contractile vacuole, that is for osmoregulation, and that regulates the water which is coming inside the cell, and that is acting as a part of protective mechanism which is preventing the cell from absorbing too much water. See, if absorbing too much water, the cell generally, if it is exerting more pressure, the cell will burst, right? So this is having a controlled entry of water. See, that is preventing the cell from absorbing excess water or too much water. So there will be control. So osmoregulation is taking place and contractile vacuole is helping for that. So the right answer here is contractile vacuole. Next question number 75. See, extranuclear inheritance occurs in option A, killer strain in paramecium, option B, color blindness, Option C, phenylketonuria. Option D, Tay-Sachs disease. Extranuclear inheritance. See, nuclear inheritance, usually inside the nucleus, what will be their genetic material? So that inheritance is there. So extranuclear means other than the nuclear inheritance, right? Here you got four options. Usually paramecium exhibits the cytoplasmic inheritance. Cytoplasmic inheritance means cytoplasmic, that is extranuclear inheritance, right? It's not from the nuclear genetic material. So that is due to the presence of kappa particle, or which are the self-replicating bodies which produces toxins called paramecin. Okay, so this is found in most eukaryotes, and that is commonly known to occur in cytoplasmic organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast, or from cellular parasites like viruses or bacteria and all. See, so paramecium exhibits the cytoplasmic inheritance. Okay, so here um, and this is due to the presence of which particle we said? Kappa particles, right? And this is found in most eukaryotes. Okay, so here you can see option A, killer strain in paramecium. So option A is the right answer. Next, question number 76. BGA, that is blue green algae, are included in which of the following groups? Blue green algae are included in kingdom Monera, right? Which is the kingdom of prokaryotes, right? So blue green algae or cyanobacteria, they are, according to Whitaker system, blue green algae are placed in kingdom Monera, and that is the kingdom of prokaryotes. So here option B is the right answer. Next, question number 77. See, here you're not getting an option like Monera. So you should think another option which is matching for that kingdom of prokaryotes. Okay, 77. Question number 77. Which of the following organism possess characteristic of both a plant and an animal? Option A, bacteria. Option B, mycoplasma. Option C, euglena. And option D, paramecium. Here, euglena is the right answer. Option C, euglena is the right answer. And here, euglena, that is a connecting link between animals and plants. Connecting link between animals and plants, right? See, euglena is having chlorophyll. It's having chlorophyll. Still, it is behaving like, or it is resembling animals because that feed like animals in the absence of sunlight. Okay, that can feed like animals in the absence of sunlight, and that resembles the ancestral form from which the plants and animals are evolved. Okay, so it's having the chlorophyll. Usually plants are having the chlorophyll, not the animals, right? But their feeding habit, it feeds like animals in the absence of sunlight. And the ancestral form of plants and animals are evolved. It resembles the ancestral forms from which the plants and animals are evolved. Okay. Next question number 78. Excretion in amoeba occurs through lobopodia, uroid portion, plasma membrane, contractile vacuole. See, while learning about amoeba, we have discussed the endoplasm of amoeba in the posterior part that contain a single clear, rounded, and pulsating contractile vacuole, right? So contractile vacuole is analogous to uriniferous tubules of frog. So that functions in excretion, and not only excretion, in the osmoregulation also it is helping. So here the option D, contractile vacuole, that is the right answer. 78, option D is the right answer. Question number 79. Protestant genome has option A, membrane bound nucleoprotein embedded in cytoplasm, option B, free nucleic acid aggregates, option C, gene containing nucleoprotein condensed together in loose mass, and option D, nucleoprotein in direct contact with cell substance. So protestants, in protista the genome has, right answer is option A, membrane bound nucleoprotein which is embedded in cytoplasm. Right. So the eukaryotic, or for example, we can say protestant genome is organized in the form of nucleus. In protista, genome is organized in the form of nucleus, and it is differentiated into nuclear envelope, chromatin, and one or more nucleoli, and the nuclear plasm is also present. So membrane bound nucleoprotein embedded in the cytoplasm. In protista, the genome is organized in the form of nucleus. Okay. So the option is A. In question number 80, Entamoeba coli causes that causes pyorrhea, diarrhea, dysentery, and none of this. Here, option D, none of this is caused by Entamoeba coli. Actually, this is a common parasitic genre of phylum Protozoa, and that is present. Usually, this will be present in the upper part of large intestine. We can say in the colon portion, and very often in the liver, brain, and testes and all, and that sometimes it may cause constipation. Okay, so here these options, among this D, none of this, that's a right answer. Next question number 81. Protista includes first one heterotrophs, option B chemoheterotrophs, option C chemoautotrophs, option D all of this. See, protista, kingdom protista includes all the organisms like flagellates, that diatoms, dinoflagellates, slime molds, ciliates, then sporozoans, sarcodines, all these are included. So they have photosynthetic and chemotropic, heterotropic mode of nutrition. Right? Chemotropic mode of nutrition is there. They have photosynthetic nature, and their um, they are having heterotropic mode of nutrition also. Right? So which is the right answer? Option D, all of this, because that include many organism which is having different like diatoms are there, dinoflagellates are there, slim molds are there, sarcodines, sporozoans, all these are there. So they have different types of different mode of nutrition like heterotrophic mode of nutrition, chemotropic, photosynthetic, all these. So all of this, that is a right answer. 81, option D. Next question number 82. African sleeping sickness that is due to option A, Plasmodium vivax transmitted by Trypanosoma lucy, then Trypanosoma gambians and amoeba. All these are the options which we got. And here African sleeping sickness is caused by Trypanosoma gambians. Okay, Trypanosoma gambians, and that is transmitted by Gosina palpalis. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Next question number 83. Genetic information in paramecium is contained in. Again, we are getting the same question. Genetic information in paramecium is contained in micronucleus. We said about the micronucleus and macronucleus. So the genetic information, exact information, and this micronucleus is related to reproduction, and other macronucleus is related to what it is helping for the vegetative characters, right? So micronucleus is the center of genetic information. So option A is the right answer. 84, question number 84. Here Plasmodium, which is a malarial parasite, belongs to class. Plasmodium is the malarial parasite, we know that. So from here we are getting Plasmodium. That is the malarial parasite. Right, 1 point we got Plasmodium, which is a malarial parasite, and that is belonging to class Sporozoa. This and all you need to buy hard. There is no shortcut. Class which class it is belonging to? Sporozoa. Okay. So this sporozoans, we can say they are intracellular parasite, and they are reproducing by multiple fission, and their life cycle. We know that. Think about malarial parasite. That life cycle that include two different hosts. First cycle will be in one host, and another one the multiple fission. It is reproducing by multiple fission, and the life cycle, in their life cycle, two hosts may be present. So in the case of malarial parasites itself, we can make out. So here, which is the right answer? Plasmodium, that is belonging to Sporozoa. Option C. Option C is the right answer here. Okay. Next, question number 85. Which of the following statement is correct? First statement is some of the organism can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called sheath cells. Option B, fusion of two cells is called as karyogamy. Then fusion of protoplasm between two motile or non-motile gametes is called as plasmogamy. Option D, organisms that depend on living plants are called as saprophytes. Okay, so in this, which of the following statement is correct? See, correct statement is statement C. Option C is correct. Which is the correct statement? Fusion of protoplasm between two motile or not motile gametes, that is called as plasmogamy. Plasmogamy, we know that fusion of protoplasm, that is called as protoplasm, right? So fusion of protoplasm is called as plasmogamy. And other statements like in some blue-green algae, specialized cells called heterocysts that fix atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. Okay, so heterocyst, that cell is fixing atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. In some other organism, they can fix atmospheric nitrogen. So this sentence we can correct and learn like this. In some blue-green algae, specialized cells called heterocysts. We have already learned that heterocyst, what is the function of that? That fixes atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. And the other sentence, fusion of two nuclei, that is called as karyogamy. Okay, fusion of not two cells, two nuclei. Fusion of nuclei, that is called as karyogamy. And next sentence, organism that depend on living plants are called as heterotrophs. Okay, living plants, their organism that depending upon living plants are called as heterotrophs. Okay, they are not saprophytes. Saprophytes actually saprophytes, they are growing on dead material. The organisms which are growing on dead matter, that is called as saprophytes. Okay, so from these four sentences you can learn, you can make changes in that and learn four different points, right? So blue green algae, they have specialized cells called heterocysts, which is fixing atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. Then saprophytes, they are growing on dead material. And karyogamy means that is fusion of nuclei, two nuclei, that is called as karyogamy. And organisms which are depending on the living plants, on other living plants, they are called as heterotrophs. Okay, so from here you're getting the right answer, fusion of protoplasm between two motile or non-motile gametes, that is called as plasmogamy, fusion of protoplasm. Okay, and next question, question number 86. Here, match the column 1 with column 2. Saprophytes. Saprophytes, just now we said decomposition of dead organic material. Right, they are living on dead organic matter. Parasites. Parasites are living on living plants or animals. So the organisms which are living on living plants or animals, they are called as parasites. Then option C, lichens. Symbiotic association of algae and fungi, right? Lichens are the symbiotic association of algae and fungi. And what is mycorrhiza? Symbiotic association of fungi with plant root, right? So saprophytes are the organism which are living on dead organic matter and they are helping them to decompose that. Then parasite means organism which is living on other plants and other animals and they are depending upon those organisms for their food. They are parasites. Okay, so lichens, they are representing a type of symbiotic association. And which symbiotic association of algae and fungi, and in both of them they are depending on each other for their food and shelter, that is my lichens. Then mycorrhiza, that is a type, that is also a type of symbiotic association of fungi and plant root. Okay, so here which option is correct? Option D. D is the right option. 2 3 4 1. 2 3 4 1. This is the right option. Cross check, you should not get confused. Question number 87. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Okay, read the question properly. Which is the incorrect statement? Morels and truffles are edible delicacies. Claviceps is a source of many alkaloid and LSD. Conidia are produced exogenously and ascospores are ascospore endogenously. Yeast have filamentous bodies with long thread-like hyphae. So in this, which is the incorrect statement? Here the incorrect statement is option D. Yeast is a unicellular sac fungi. You know that yeast, that is unicellular sac fungi, right? And that doesn't have any filamentous appearance or filamentous structure or hyphae. Okay, so yeast have filamentous bodies with long thread-like hyphae. So that is an incorrect statement. So option D is the incorrect statement. Like, first of all, yeast is unicellular sac fungi and doesn't have a filamentous appearance. Clear? Next question, question number 88. One of the major components of cell wall of most fungi. In most fungi, major cell wall component peptidoglycan, cellulose, hemicellulose, chitin. So in this option D, chitin is the right answer. Chitin is the right answer. See, cell wall of most fungi is made up of chitin, which is chemically, which is that? What is that chitin? N-acetyl glucosamine or chitin. This is also found in the exoskeleton of insects. Then here another option is given, right? What is that? Peptidoglycan. This peptidoglycan is found in bacterial cell wall. And cellulose and hemicellulose both are found in the plant cell wall, right? So clear? There is no confusion. Chitin is present in the fungus, right? Cell wall of most fungi that is made up of chitin, which is N-acetyl glucosamine, right? And here you can see peptidoglycan. It's in the bacterial cell wall. Then cellulose and hemicellulose, that is in plant cell wall. Okay. So here chitin is the right answer. Next question number 89. Which one of the following is wrong for fungi? They are eukaryotic. All fungi possess purely cellulosic cell wall. They are heterotrophic and they are both unicellular and multicellular. In this is which one is the wrong statement? See, wrong statement here we can see all fungi possess a purely cellulosic cell wall. That is a wrong statement, right? And how we can correct this sentence? In fungi, cell wall contains chitin or cellulose along with other polysaccharides, then proteins, lipids. Okay, only in few fungi like Phytophthora or other oomycetes, they are purely cellulosic cell wall is present. Otherwise, cell wall is composed of chitin or cellulose and with some other like protein, lipid, polysaccharide and all. Okay, so here the incorrect statement is statement B. They don't have always, they doesn't have a purely cellulosic cell wall. Next question number 90. Choose the wrong statement. Penicillium is multicellular and produces antibiotics. Neurospora is used in the study of biochemical genetics. Morel and truffles are poisonous mushrooms. Then yeast is unicellular and useful in fermentation. See here, all the statements are correct except statement C, right? These are all direct statements. There is no confusion in that. Yeast, we know that is unicellular. Just now we said unicellular sac fungi, and that is used for fermentation. That's a common non thing. Then morels and truffles are poisonous mushroom. This statement is wrong. Morels and truffles are edible and they are members of ascomycetes in fungi. Okay, these are edible. These are not poisonous and they are belonging to ascomycetes. Okay. Then question number 91. The imperfect fungi, which are decomposers of litter and help in mineral recycling, belong to. Fungi imperfecti, or the imperfect fungi, which are decomposers of litter and that help in mineral recycling, belong to deuteromycetes. 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 Okay. And they are fungi which do not fit into the common edible forms. Okay. And they include all those fungi in which perfect stage is not reported. Perfect stage, like the sexual stage, is not reported. So option A, deuteromycetes, that is the fungi which are decomposers of litter and they help in mineral recycling. Deuteromycetes. Okay. And there are few more questions from the kingdom fungi. And a few questions from the virus, viroids, and lichens also. So that will discuss in the next class. Thank you.